The Sindhi film industry, its golden era and downfall. The Sindhi film industry, once a vibrant cultural force, has a rich history that spans both Pakistan and India. From its inception during the early 20th century to its eventual decline in the late 1990s, Sindhi cinema reflected the language, culture, and traditions of Sindh, while captivating audiences with its storytelling and music. The golden era of Sindhi cinema, the first silent Indian film, Raja Harishchandra, 1913, marked the advent of cinema in the subcontinent. It was followed by Alam Ara, 1931, the first talkie film. Sindhi cinema officially began in 1940 with Ekta, Unity, directed by Homi Wadia and financed by Raiz Karim Books Nizamani. Ekta emphasized Hindu-Muslim unity, but faced censorship from British authorities shortly after its release. Post-partition development. After partition, Sindhi films gained traction in Pakistan and India. The first major Sindhi film produced in Pakistan was Umar Marvi, 1956, based on the famous Sindhi folktale. It became the first Golden Jubilee Sindhi film. In India, Abana, 1958, became a blockbuster, showcasing the potential of Sindhi cinema across borders. Peak years: 1960s, 1980s. Iconic films like Pardesi, 1960, Sassi Punho, 1958, and Shahero Pharaohs, 1968, brought historical tales and folk stories to life. 3. Renowned actors such as Noor, Muhammad, Charlie, Sadia, Chakori, and Mushtaq Changezi became household names during this period. Music played a pivotal role, with singers like Noor Jahan and Runa Layla lending their voices to memorable soundtracks. The story of Sindhi cinema is one of artistic brilliance intertwined with cultural challenges. Contributions from writers and poets, prominent writers like Sheikh Ayaz, Ram Panjwani, and Amar Jalil enriched Sindhi cinema with compelling scripts and dialogues during its golden era. Its golden era showcased the beauty of Sindhi traditions through compelling narratives and music, but ultimately succumbed to economic pressures and changing audience preferences. The downfall of Sindhi cinema? Decline in quality and interest. By the mid-1980s, the industry faced challenges such as weak scripts, poor acting techniques, and limited financial investment. The rise of television further diverted audiences from cinemas, leading to reduced interest in regional films. Economic challenges. Funding for Sindhi films became increasingly difficult due to competition from mainstream Urdu films and Bollywood productions. Rampant piracy hindered alternative models like home video releases. Despite attempts at revival with films like Shaheed, 1985, and Pukar, the industry could not sustain itself. The last notable Sindhi film released was Hinat in 1997. Artists transitioned to television or mainstream cinema as production houses shut down. Today, the Sindhi film industry is a shadow of its former self. Legacy and efforts for revival. Although the Sindhi film industry is no longer active on a commercial scale, efforts have been made to preserve its legacy through documentaries, books like Sindh Talkies, and cultural screenings worldwide. Filmmakers continue striving to revive interest in Sindhi culture through low-budget productions targeted at niche audiences. However, without substantial investment or institutional support, a full-scale revival remains uncertain. While Sindhi films existed even before partition, like Ekta in 1942, the journey of a distinct Sindhi film industry within Pakistan truly began after 1947. Early attempts, often adaptations of beloved folk tales, laid the groundwork. Popular actors Mushtaq Changezi, Chakori Salahuddin Tunio, Mena Daud. Directors Shaikh Hassan, G.A. Chishti offered music, crowded cinema halls in Sindh. Focus on colorful costumes, traditional settings, and expressive faces. The late 1960s, and especially the 1970s, ushered in what many consider the golden era of Sindhi cinema. Films based on Sindh's rich tapestry of folk legends, Saswi Punhun, Nuri Jam Tamachi, Momo Rano, became immensely popular. Legendary composers and singers created soundtracks that are cherished even today. Cinemas in Hyderabad, Sakur, Larkana, and rural Sindh screened these films to packed houses. It was a time of vibrancy, creativity, and connection. Juxtapose posters of big-budget Urdu Punjabi films next to simpler Sindhi ones. Visuals representing piracy, VCRs, tapes. Shots suggesting economic hardship. Audio. Music becomes melancholic, slower. Perhaps city sounds overlaying the fading folk music. But this golden age was tragically short-lived. By the late 1970s and accelerating into the 1980s, Sindhi cinema began a steep decline. Several factors contributed to its downfall. The sheer scale and financial muscle of Urdu and Punjabi cinema were overwhelming. They commanded bigger budgets, better production values, wider distribution, and attracted bigger stars. Sindhi films often struggled with funding. Lack of investment meant lower technical quality, making it harder to compete. The decline of single-screen cinemas, especially in the smaller towns and rural areas that form the core audience for Sindhi films, was a major blow. The rise of the VCR and rampant piracy further decimated cinema attendance, and perhaps institutional support or government incentives for regional cinema were insufficient compared to the mainstream. As opportunities dried up, many talented actors, directors, and technicians moved to the more lucrative Urdu Punjabi industry or left the field altogether. Today, the Sindhi film industry is a shadow of its former self. Film production is sporadic, often limited to independent, low-budget efforts or telefilms. They live on in memory, on old DVDs, and increasingly find new life through online platforms where a younger generation can rediscover them. The story of Sindhi cinema is a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by regional filmmaking everywhere. It's a tale of cultural expression that shone brightly, faded under pressure, but whose echoes still resonate in the heart of Sindh. The story of Sindhi cinema is one of artistic brilliance intertwined with cultural challenges. Its golden era showcased the beauty of Sindhi traditions through compelling narratives and music, but ultimately succumbed to economic pressures and changing audience preferences. Today, it serves as a reminder of the rich heritage that regional cinema can offer when nurtured effectively.